Hello friends, in this video we are going to watch some important results based on cardinality of a set. So previously we have seen what the term cardinality means. So for a given set A, suppose we have a set A, what does the cardinality of A mean? It simply means that the number of elements inside A. So it is denoted as number of elements in A. In the same way, cardinality of the set B is the number of elements in B. So that is what cardinality means. So now we will see how we can have some important results based on the Venn diagrams relating to the cardinality of sets. So here I have taken two sets A and B. So I want to see how we are counting the number of elements in the union. That is the first result. So I want to see what is the cardinality of the set A union B. So we have a set, the union of A and B. I want to see how many elements are there. So if you think about it, we cannot just say that the number of elements in A plus the number of elements in B is the total number of elements in A union B. So we know that there is a intersection happening, that there is a possibility of some common elements. So if you count the number of elements in A and then you count the number of elements in B, you are counting the intersecting elements, that is the common elements, twice. So in that case, the union is not just this, we also have to remove the elements which we counted twice. So let us remove them. So whatever elements are there in their intersection, we remove it. So this is the result that we get. So the cardinality of the set A union B is the cardinality of the set A plus the cardinality of B and minus the common elements which was counted twice. So once we are, the extra things we are removing from this result. So that is how we get this result. Now suppose there were no common elements between the sets A and B. Suppose there were no elements. Then this last term basically is 0. Because if there are no common elements, then the intersection will have 0 elements. That is, the cardinality of the intersection will be 0. Then we can have the simple result A plus B. Number of elements in A plus the number of elements in B. So this result holds even if the sets are intersecting or disjoint. So that is the first result. Now let us see some other important results that we can get from this Venn diagram. So we know that this part is the set A minus B, right? This has this region, this particular region. This has elements only from A which are not in B, and this region, it has elements which are in B but not in A. And this is the intersecting part, that is A intersection B. So this is what we have. So the union will also have, if you want to write it in another way, the union of the sets can just be the number of elements in the set A minus B plus the intersecting elements plus the number of elements in B minus A. So that is another way of writing this. So these two results we have gotten from these two sets, if we take two sets at a time. Now let us consider if we had three sets, then how can we count the number of elements in their union? Three sets. So we have the set A, B and C. So this is our Venn diagram. So I will directly try to get a logical deduction for the cardinality of the set A union B and C. Let us see. So we have the cardinality of the set A union B union C as, we are just counting all the elements. So just let us write down first the cardinalities of each of them individually. So we have written down. So now we know that there are some common elements that have been counted twice. So let us try to remove them. So whenever we are adding the elements of A and B, their intersecting elements are being counted twice. So let us remove that. So let us remove. In the same way, when we are adding the elements of A and C, their intersecting elements are counted twice. And also for B and C, let us remove their common intersecting elements. Okay, so we have removed between two sets common intersecting elements. But here we are also having this region, that is the intersection of all the three sets. There is also some common elements there. So now if you notice, we have removed this region once. So we have removed this area, then we have removed this area, and we have removed this area. So 3 times we have removed these common elements. So these elements are not counted at all till now. Once we remove from this intersection and this intersection, and these elements were repeated 3 times. So if we remove them 3 times, then these elements are not counted at all now. So basically we have to add those elements back. So we are adding the intersecting elements between the 3 sets. So that is how we get this result for 3 sets. Now let us try to derive this from the associative rule. So we know the associative rule. We are grouping one side and then we are going to do the union with the third set. So let us try it. We are going to group A union B, consider it as one set. Now we learned already for 2 sets how to get the cardinality. So we have applied the formula for 2 sets, that is first set, second set, and then their intersecting elements we have removed. So this is from the first result that we had gotten. Now let us try to solve for this. So again here we have 2 sets, let us solve it. Again from the first result we have gotten this. Now we have to solve this. So with the distributive law, first let us separate it. So we have A intersection with C and their union with A intersection C. Sorry, B intersection C. Okay, so the above we cannot go further. Let us try to work on this result, on this expression only. So what it means is, this will remain the same. Let us just focus on this part. So we know that for the union, we know the result for 2 sets. Let us do that. Okay, so we have gotten this result. So from this it is very clear that the final result will be, let us write it from here. And if you solve for this, they are all intersections only, and C is 2 times. So by the idempotent law, it is just 1 C. So if you take intersection of C with itself, it's the same set. So we are getting A intersection B intersection C, and this minus will make it a plus. So as you can see, we have got the same result even when we solve it with the associative law. So thank you for watching.